Welcome, homeowners and future electricians. Welcome to another episode of Homeowners Electrical Professor. My name is Paul Sposti and I am your host. Today I'm just going to discuss some basic electrical tools that as a homeowner, a starting out electrician, you might want to have. Now remember, if you're going to be an electrician, you can spend a lot of money on tools. If you're going to be a homeowner, you might not need to spend as much money on tools that you're only going to use occasionally. So let's start off with some screwdrivers. You basically want to have a set of straight heads and Phillips, different sizes, different thicknesses. Now these here are some heavy duty, these are Klein insulated tools, something an electrician might want to have. Next, what we have are some lineman pliers, which electricians use for making splices, that kind of stuff. Some of these, the ones with the black handles, I bought at Harbor Freight. Now some of these here are Klein tools. These here cost probably $25 to $30. You can see this one here, this has been around for quite a while. I started when I was a teenager as an electrician. These here are called diagonal pliers, okay? Again, you can see I've had these for quite a while. Another thing I just want to mention about pliers, keep them well lubricated, okay? You don't want to have to sit there and struggle to open and close your tools, all right? The next set of pliers that we need to have is some various needle nose pliers. Again, it's up to you how much money you want to spend. Maybe some channel locks. This here is another important tool. This has to be a regulation tool. These are wire strippers for stripping insulation off of individual conductors. This here is a crimp tool. Later on, when I get into making connections, there is a grounding crimp that you can use. I'll get into that more later on. These here are from T&B. I've had these for decades. This here is a sheetrock saw. May need that. Some electrical tape, not bad to have around. Okay, a small torpedo level. When you're done with switches, receptacles, level them off. They look nice and straight, especially if it's on a countertop where you have tile work. You want it to blend with the tile. Another thing is a razor knife, okay? I can't stress the importance of having a nice sharp blade. As you can see, I keep plenty of them around. A sharp knife is safer than a dull knife, okay? The most important tool that you should have is a nice pair of safety glasses. You never know, protect your eyes. The only pair you'll ever have, okay? A tape measure, doesn't matter what length you get. You want to get a 12 foot, 8 foot, 16, you may need it. It's not bad to have a pad and pencil around, something to write with. Of course, the best tool for documenting things is what I'm speaking to you on, your cell phone camera. Take a picture before you take wires apart. This way you can always put it back the way it was. Doesn't hurt to have a small file set around. Sometimes you might have some rough edges you want to get rid of. Sometimes you'll drop screws and stuff. Nothing wrong with having a magnet around, little telescopic one. Same thing with a mirror. Sometimes you drop a screw, it rolls somewhere, so you're not sure where it's at. Okay, a hammer, various sizes obviously. I like to have some rubber gloves around. Sometimes you're going to do some dirty work, you want to protect your hands. All right, and also if you want to get a tool belt, you don't have to. Again, you don't have to spend tons of money. So you've got options. If you're an electrician starting out, I would advise you go with the good pair of tools. You'll have them for decades, just like I have. Klein and Ideal are the electrician's preference from what I understand right now. I work as an inspector now. I don't work out in the field. Okay, so you have options, and thank you. Welcome. Okay, when I originally made this video about just some basic tools for the homeowner, I mentioned something about you might want to have a tool belt, okay? As a homeowner now, I've been making these videos now for quite a while. I do it part-time because me and my wife, I'm semi-retired. We babysit 2 days a week. Anyway, what I've come to find out is that a better option might be one of these tool bags here. A lot of contractors I notice have them. I've got this one set up for electrical stuff, so I've got my diagonals, my wire strippers, needle nose over here, my lineman's, various different tools. Okay, back here, my little level and everything. These things are very nice. You can get them for like 20 bucks. I happen to get this one here at Harbor Freight. You're also working on other projects, whether it's hanging curtains, doing little things around the house. You can throw in some power tools into the bag. It's nice and easy to carry, okay? When you're done, you can throw your scraps in here and then throw it in the garbage. So I'm kind of modifying my little video to suggest that you might want one of these nice little handy tool bags.